August 14th, 2015, and this is episode 17 of the Friday Five, our weekly tech and e-commerce talk. I am John Suder, broadcasting from the Fortress of Solitude in Philadelphia, and with us, as always, is Mr. Bart Mroz up in New York City.
The Fortress of Solitude.
That gets 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. All right, let's jump into it. Big, huge news this week. Google has rebranded or reformed themselves, calling themselves Alphabet. It's an umbrella company, and it not only owns Google itself, but all the quirky little side projects like Calico, Google X, Fiverr, Nest, Ventures, and Capital. And the new CEO, Suder, he's been there since 2004. He's big in
He's in Google CEO, yeah.
Big product guy.
Sergey and Larry are the presidents, or whatever, on Alphabet.
Ooh, harsh lighting today. It's too early for this.
Make yourself.
Anyway, the reason I think they did this is obviously to satisfy the markets. You think it's also to be able to spin off some of these brands or do something else with these brands?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're needed to divide it up a little bit. I think that's the biggest play for them. You know, there's so many companies under Google itself. You know, it's interesting how they didn't leave it as Google and then everything else be that. That's very, very interesting. I don't know what they're gonna do with it.
Good.
It's kind of. To me, it's kind of like it came so late in the day the other day, but it was so funny. Like, to me, it's like savings. Yeah, that was funny.
Savings.
To me, it's kind of like those two were sitting in an office going, we're kind of bored today.
Yeah, and
everybody.
And the curious choice of the domain names, abc.xyz.
Oh, Alphabet,
Well, they couldn't get Alphabet because BMW owns that.
Really?
Yeah, and they're not giving it up.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's some convoluted reason why BMW won't.
I think ABCXYZ is funnier.
No, I think it's great. Was there anything up there? There wasn't anything up there the other day, which is kind of weird.
It isn't. I don't think it's more.
I think it's for shits and giggles is what I think it is. Oh, now there's something up there. It says G is for Google.
Huh. Apparently, the ABCXYZ includes a hidden link to the fictional Hooli.xyz website.
That's awesome.
I guess they just got bored. I mean, there's probably like a big reason for it. Who knows?
And the people on Reddit, they said, "Oh, we predicted this a year ago." There was a Reddit user that did he did a screenshot and he listed all their products and how there was almost a Google product for every letter except the letter J.
They'll find something.
Yeah, and if not, they'll make something.
Which is cool. I mean, I guess they needed a parent company, but calling it Alphabet is going to be interesting now.
Alphabet. I kind of like it. I like names like that.
Yes.
It's better than the usual .com. They didn't put an alphabet with a 2 T's on the end.
Right. Anyway, moving on.
Jet.com is back in the news this week. Jet.com, who launched on July 21st, big Amazon competitor. They got slammed because they posted tons of affiliate links to a bunch of brands and never notified the brand. Now, the reason they're doing this is I guess they get some kind of affiliate kickback or something like that, and they encourage people to use the links and then come back to jet.com where they'll get these jet points to get more to save more money. The problem is that they never told the brands.
Yeah. It's like a big affiliate thing, and just some of them like. So if you read through that, some of them like that because it's just giving traffic, right?
Sure, but I think to have a big company like that and just do it and not tell your partners is kind of.
Well, I mean, the problem is because they're a competitor, and that's the biggest thing, right? So if they weren't competitors, just like a site that sells stuff, if they did not say, hey, we're going to be a competitor to everybody, they're really not a competitor to everybody. The reality of at least in my opinion right now, they're competitor to Costco and all those guys.
Yeah, like shopping club type thing.
Walmart should be pissed because they own Sam's, so that's different.
Right.
I don't know. Who knows? These guys, it's too early. I love how they're still spinning it as competitor. Amazon's competitor.
Yeah. Well, I think that's part of their PR because they did come out of the gate already listed as a competitor without even dollars worth of sales.
Right. And you're like, really? Are you?
Yeah, and it does make a good story because the guy had his company acquired from Google and from Amazon, and then left to start a competing company. So it makes it a good story for us.
He did a whole soap.com and diapers and all that, and now they changed it up and stuff like that. So
it'd be interesting to see. Interesting to take a look at their numbers 6 months from now and see what happens.
Right.
Okay. This week, Target is offering free shipping and returns, and I think this is kind of in response to every other e-com retailer lowering or eliminating the shipping charges, and B, I think that for back to school, Target really wants to be known as a back to school e-commerce retailer.
Yeah, that'd be good. Should be. I think they always are. I don't what.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I always think of when back to school because they had those giant yellow bins full of cheap pencils and crayons. I know when I had to do back to school shopping, that's where I always went.
Yeah, back in 1980, 1970.
Back in the 70s. Store.
Oh, for your kid. Oh. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to see what they do, come Christmas time.
I wonder if they're going to run it. Maybe this is just a test and see what it's going to look like for them.
Well, the one article I wrote, I guess, was on Internet Retailer. They cut the free shipping threshold in half from 25 to 50, and they got immediate results, 37% growth year over year from fiscal 20. So
free shipping is always like the biggest thing for people.
Well, and they say that's one of the largest reasons for cart abandonment. So I guess they figure, cart full of shit that nobody bought, or we'll take a hit on shipping and we sold them more product.
Right.
I mean, you do the math. Makes common sense.
Yeah. It's good. I mean, free shipping is always going to be a thing for internet retailers. The problem is, FedEx and all are going to raise prices anyway, so that's going to be it's a tricky industry to figure out.
Yeah, it's like, where's that balance? Because then if you have, if the shipping rates keep going up, then somebody's losing money somewhere.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
So you do free shipping, but then your prices go up, and then you can't compete on price any longer.
Yeah, there's definitely room for that kind of consulting.
Absolutely. All right. Here's an interesting little story. A reporter from GeekWire, this is not, it's not like we didn't know that they were doing this, but it was neat that this guy found Amazon's drone testing site where they're testing their delivery drones. Yeah. I keep saying Google. Jesus.
Amazon.
Start over. Amazon makes no secret what they're going to do with their delivery drones and what their intentions are, but it's what they're keeping under wraps is that they even said this, like the things that you saw in the press, the little drone with the little 4 feet on it, the combinations of types of aircraft, I'm going to call them aircraft, that they're building is just going to be completely what you don't even expect.
Yeah. Well, they have to. I mean, they're just prototypes, right? They're taking stuff off the shelf and making them, and then they'll figure out how to build a full one,
It's neat. I love the whole unmanned aircraft kind of thing, except for when you use it to kill people. But I think it's for, hobby drones are really cool. I love the whole photography on hobby drones. I'm just wondering how, a sky full of these drones going up and down the street. The practical, like, I understand the concept. I just don't see the practical everyday, like, oh, Sonny, let's go outside and wait for your drone to deliver your school supplies.
Not feeling that just yet.
I feel danger. I don't know.
I don't think it's danger. I think it's going to be interesting. Like,
well, and who's to stop somebody from shooting it down?
True.
Oh, my new laptop's here. Oh shit, there it goes.
Or you get a delivery of like condoms and stuff like that, and they break mid-air.
It's like shower of condoms.
Or toilet paper, It'd be fun. It'd be a new concept for TPing your house.
Well, you do it intentionally, then you okay.
You're like, yeah, let's.
Yeah.
I got a new way of making that happen. That's pretty funny.
You do prank deliveries.
I mean, somebody's gonna figure this out at some point. I mean, local delivers would be kind of interesting. You're getting stuff locally right now, right?
Yeah.
That could be.
Yeah, I mean, is there going to be like little drone airports? It's just, I think I'm fascinated by what the future is holding in the next, with driverless cars and unmanned deliveries. But at the same time, it's just, I don't know what it's going to look like.
The Jetsons, man, the Jetsons.
The Jetsons, like, just there's all this shit in the air, just all this.
In one of those movies when you watch them, they're like,
yeah, it's like,
and then you pull off.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, and I think Amazon was also was the FAA that controls that. They're trying to create their own, because when you look at a chart of from ground level to outer space. Here's where the airplanes go. Here's where the delivery planes go. Amazon wants to carve out and say, here's the drone airspace. They want to create their own airspace just for drones, which makes sense. It's just this whole.
So here's what I imagine. There's a whole bunch of drones, and the plane has to take off.
Yeah. There's just condoms all over the place.
Forget worrying about birds, man.
My lube.
Whoops.
Oopsie. Hey, all right, moving on to the product of the week. This is a thing called Knocki. Not Knocki. Not Knocki.
Not Knocki.
Knocki. Knocki. This is a Bluetooth. Is it Bluetooth, right? Bluetooth device that you can program. And it automates a variety of useful actions. For instance, if you put this Knocki, I don't know what the range is. It's probably
it's Bluetooth or whatever the Bluetooth.
Yeah, so a couple hundred feet. So if you set this Knocki up, and you can have it. So if you knock,
Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay, it's Wi-Fi. Great. So if you knock twice, it'll turn the lights on. Knock 3 times, you can have it brew your coffee. Do a kind of knock where it's like it'll send an automated text to whoever you predetermine it to. I think there's a lot of possibilities with this thing.
I think so too. It's just it's a trigger type of for real life, which is cool.
If you look at their webpage, they have an adorable little redhead boy. He builds a fort, and he does all these things, and then he uses the Knocki to turn on his lights, and then he does the Knocki to do something else, and then at the end he does a Knocki, and it sends his mom a text that says, "Come to Dexter's room," and she comes in, and there he is, proud of his new fort. What you don't see, she pulls out the belt and says, "That's my good captain." See, I don't need a Knocki. I have a bell. I have this, and it signals my butler, but I don't think I have it hooked up right. There's no Wi-Fi on this thing, but I keep trying. It doesn't work.
Bella.
fella.
Doesn't go. Yeah, that you have to fire it on you, Butler.
He doesn't come. I ring and he doesn't come. I gotta check the Wi-Fi's. Gotta check the cable.
You have to check some batteries in that.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about my bell. It's completely analog.
Yeah, but is your Butler an analog too?
Well, that's the problem. You're fired. You're fired.
I don't know. I kind of like this thing. I don't know how much purpose it has. Like for someone like, I don't know. I guess when somebody knocks on the door, that's kind of cool.
Knock on the door, it can send you a text, which I don't know what the purpose of that is if you're, on a trip somewhere. But, that would be neat if you're, like, in another part of the house and someone knocks on the door and you can't hear it.
Make coffee? That's kind of weird.
Make coffee? That is weird. And the picture of the woman, she's laying there in bed with a book. She's like, make coffee.
Yeah. I get the lights. That's kind of cool. That's actually pretty good.
I think it's good for, and the great example they use is they have the little girl that's trying to turn on the lights and she just knocks on the door because she can't reach the switch.
Right. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I don't know about this Knocki thing. I mean, all these connected devices are just going to be there. You know what I mean?
The thing that, what happens is now you'll have all these connected devices and you just get this fatigue of trying to set all this crap up, especially as the Wi-Fi goes down. What's the password to my Knocki? It's like,
yeah.
It's the concept is it's supposed to make your life easier, but in the long run, you've got all these devices managing your life.
Yeah.
And the devices start to break down. You're spending important time trying to manage these devices that was supposed to save you time.
Yeah. I mean, I have the to-do for the air conditioner, and it has all those settings like, calendar and presence detection. I have it just set on manual.
Yeah, because they do so many things. It's like by the time you sit and figure it out, it's like, I'll just fucking go and do it myself. I'll just walk over there and do it.
It's great. Mine is just, I like it because then I can just before I leave work, I turn it on. That's it.
Oh yeah, that's great because you're getting the benefit you're getting from is you're saving money on your electric bill and you're coming home to a nice chilly apartment.
But it does have the calendar when I leave or presence or I leave the office, it will turn it on. But I just want to be on and off. That's all I want.
Yeah.
That's all it does. It's set to one place. It's done.
I think you're going to see a lot of these interfaces kind of being simplified because people just get, they don't want to drill through menus and menus and menus if they only want to do one or two things out of it. It's
like, remember trying to set up the universal remote?
It's I wouldn't even buy one of those just because of the setup. It's just it's impossible. I'd rather just have a stack of remotes on my table.
Right.
It's impossible.
And then you have to do you need to turn on the amplifier, the bass, the TV, the VCR, crank up the record player.
Hold it in front of the
and then walk around the house twice.
And you don't know if it's because it doesn't give a light or anything, so you're just kind of
yeah. Those are days when people set up all those things and you're like, I don't even know what to do with that.
Right. You don't even use half of it.
Yeah. All right, sir.
All right. Want to wrap it up?
Actually, hold on. One more thing. I love that the company's called that's funding this SUMO.
SUMO. That's interesting. Well, that's kind of a weird name, but okay. So is our name weird.
SUMO Heavy thing. Anyway, that's it for us, sir.
All right, let's wrap it up. You can follow both of us on Twitter and Facebook, and follow SUMO Heavy on Facebook and Twitter as well. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just click on the links somewhere in here in this video or below. And head on to our website to see the show notes, and make sure you subscribe to our email newsletter so you don't miss a thing. Have a great week, everybody.
Peace.